Hello. Each year, the World Health Organization lists the world's top 10 threats. Threats such as climate change, air pollution, Ebola, and many others are commonplace. Shockingly, there's one threat on the list that is directly related to all other threats. That threat is vaccine hesitancy. Vaccine hesitancy is defined by the World Health Organization as a delay in acceptance or refusal of vaccines despite availability of vaccination services. Vaccination is one of the most cost effective ways of avoiding disease. Studies show that 2 to 3 million deaths are prevented each year because of vaccination. For many, like myself, who grew up in the 80s, chickenpox was a common disease that plagued school aged children. Today, it is almost unheard of, all because of the vaccinations. Schools in the U.S. require children to be vaccinated against certain diseases before being permitted to attend classes. Knowing the importance and success of vaccination, a growing number of Americans continually refuse to have their children vaccinated against communicable diseases. This issue is not isolated to just a few countries. 90% of countries worldwide have reported an increase in vaccine hesitancy. The lack of people receiving vaccinations is starting to make a huge impact. For example, the United States is experiencing the return of measles, which was once thought to be eradicated. With so many people refusing to vaccinate themselves and their children, the problem is only going to worsen. People choose not to vaccinate for various complex reasons, such as complacency, inconvenience in accessing vaccines, and lack of confidence. Some perceive the risk of vaccines in different and unique ways that reflect their cultural, emotional, social, and political worlds. Parental distrust of the government and of healthcare providers was a significant factor related to several vaccine related beliefs and behaviors. Choices are much more linked with how people feel about the facts than to the facts themselves, even if they do correctly understand the facts. Some feel the risk to children feel more serious than risk to adults because children are more vulnerable. Media also contributes to vaccine hesitancy. Negative influence can be communicated by traditional media, such as newspapers, magazines, and television. Internet and social media play a big part as well. Over the years, there has been an increase of celebrities who are against vaccinations. Their influence has proven to have a major impact on many parents regarding vaccinating their children. Some choose not to vaccinate due to their religious beliefs, which is also not uncommon. Rich countries are more prone to vaccine hesitancy. The richer countries are, the less their citizens believe that vaccines are safe. For example, in the US and Canada, only 72% of the population believe that vaccines are safe. In Northern Europe, 73% of those from Ireland and the UK believe vaccines are safe. However, in other parts of Europe, the confidence levels are much lower. In contrast, those in poorer regions, such as South Asia and Eastern Africa, believe vaccines are safe. Some experts believe the reason richer countries have a higher percentage of vaccine hesitancy is due to their access to the internet and social media. The influence of the internet and social media is not a factor in poorer countries simply because many do not have access to the outside world. It is projected that 1.5 million deaths could be avoided if global coverage of vaccinations improved. For several years, false information regarding vaccinations has been pumped into the minds of people across the world. In the US, for example, some believe autism in children is linked to vaccinations. However, it has never been proven to be true. Hopefully, in the near future, research will prove there is in fact no connection between vaccinations and autism. I personally believe the healthcare system overall is fragile. Two areas that need the most work is the restoration of trust in healthcare providers and the government regarding healthcare policy. In doing so, the importance of vaccinations will once again be at the forefront, resulting in healthier communities worldwide.